So I moved. This was a while ago now, quite a few months ago. I moved the very beginning of February, end of January, beginning of February, and now it is halfway through June. And when I moved, I wanted to see what thrift stores there are around where I live because I moved to be around my boyfriend, so he knows the area more than I do, so I had him pick out a few thrift bookshops and we checked them out together, and I had a lot of fun, but I kept forgetting to film a book haul. I kept meaning to, but it just kept being pushed off, and I'm finally now getting to it. So I'm gonna show you what I got, where I went, and what I got there. So the first bookshop I went to looked very similar to a normal local indie bookstore, where it was small and had all these gorgeous books around these little tables around the room. It had a whole bunch of stickers, candles where they were book themed, and some merch, a whole bunch of fun stuff like that. However, if you go further back in the store, it opens up to these huge shelves, and after that room, there's another room, and another room, and another room, where it's just this huge maze of books after books after books, and it was so exciting to just look through all of these. It was a huge bookstore all in all, and there were so many options. I did restrain myself. I didn't go crazy with buying books because I was on a book buying ban when I decided to go book thrift shopping. Just gonna leave that there. I was on a book buying ban when I decided to make that decision. But I still was able to restrain myself at least a little bit, and I got 4 books. Technically, only 3 of them are books that you would read from front to back, because one is a reference book. You'll get what I mean in a little bit once I show you the books. It was super fun. I will say I have been on this whole year, for me, has been a book buying ban, because I'm really trying to get my list of unread books on my shelves to a lesser amount. I want to try to read the books that I own already, but I just cannot deprive myself of the joy of seeing books at a library or bookstore, so I still love to browse. I've always loved to browse, and every once in a while I will let myself indulge in a book. But I have restrained myself decently this year. Not perfectly, but decently. Better than past years. So there's that. But anyway, I've yapped enough now and I want to show you what I got, because there was this cute little section in the beginning part of that first shop where there was large print books, and I absolutely love large print books because I am dyslexic. And so it makes me feel so good when I can open the page and the words are just so easy to read and I'm just flying through these pages because, like I said, the words are huge. I really love large print, and some people it annoys them, some people they love it, like me, but I got 2 of them because there were such great options. So first I spotted Tom Lake by Ann Patchett, which is a book that did great, I think, in the Bookstram community a few years ago. A lot of people loved it. It was Ann Patchett's latest novel for a while, although she's coming out with another one now this year, although it might have come out already. I think it came out in May, actually, called Whistler. But this is Tom Lake by Ann Patchett, and I will show you the large print here. Very, very large print. Love it. I'm super excited for this because I thought it looked like such a good book, and now I get to read it in a format that I love and feel so productive while reading because I'm just flying through pages. Anyway, let's see what it is about. In the spring of 2020, Laura's 3 daughters returned to the family's orchard in northern Michigan. While picking cherries, they beg their mother to tell them the story of Peter Duke, a famous actor with whom she shared both a stage and a romance years before at a theater company called Tom Lake. As Laura recalls the past, her daughters examine their own lives and their relationship with their mother, and are forced to reconsider the world and everything they thought they knew. Tom Lake is a meditation on youthful love, married love, and the lives parents lead before their children are born. Both hopeful and, I'm feeling very dyslexic right now, elegiac, both hopeful and elegiac. It explores what it means to be happy even when the world is falling apart. Ann Patchett is a huge writer. Oh! I forgot to mention, I have 2 other Ann Patchett books, and that's another reason why I got this one, because I kind of want to film a video where I just read a whole bunch of her books and see what's the big hype of why she's such a loved author. Maybe I can throw The Whistler in there as well, read her newest one. That'll be exciting. Let me know if you want to see that. 1 second. Right, I got him. Get comfortable again. Anyway, so these are the 3 Ann Patchett books I have now, and hopefully I like her writing because now I have 3 of her books without having read anything by her. But, I mean, a lot of people love her, so there's a good chance I will too. So I have Bel Canto by Ann Patchett, and then The Dutch House by her as well. All 3 of these were thrifted. Can you tell I like thrifting books? This is the reason why I have so many books on my physical TBR that haven't been read yet. It's not that I'm not reading the books, it's that I get so many at a time because I just feel like it's such a good deal because they're thrifted. And I mean, I don't want them to get thrown away. Now, would they get thrown away? Probably not. Probably somebody else will find them and want them. But in my mind, I'm saving them from doom. Anyway, and in a box near that, I found another large print book, which is Catalina by Carla Cornejo Villavicencio. And she is the author of the National Book Award finalist for The Undocumented Americans, which I'm pretty sure I read that as an audiobook. Don't ask me anything about it. I'm pretty sure I forgot every single thing about it, but I remembered it was good. There are a lot of books that I read or listen to that I don't remember a single thing. I just remember it was a good book. So take that what you will. But anyway, I wanted to pick up this book because I think I read the back and I realized it was a topic that I was really interested in, and I also had seen the book before and thought it looked cool, so I picked it up. But I kind of forget what it was about now, so I'm going to read the back for you. A year in the life of Catalina Iturralde, a wickedly wry and heartbreakingly vulnerable student at an elite college, forced to navigate an opaque past, an uncertain future, tragedies on 2 continents, and the tantalizing possibilities of love and freedom. When Catalina is admitted to Harvard, it feels like the fulfillment of destiny. A miracle child escapes death in Latin America, moves to Queens to be raised by her undocumented grandparents, and becomes one of the chosen. But nothing is simple for Catalina. Least of all, her own complicated, contradictory, ruthlessly probing mind. Now a senior, she faces graduation to a world that has no place for the undocumented. Her sense of doom intensifies her curiosities and desires. She infiltrates the school's elite subcultures, internships and literary journals, posh parties and secret societies, which she observes with the eye of an anthropologist and an interloper's skepticism. She's both fascinated and repulsed. Craving a great romance, Catalina finds herself drawn to a fellow student, an actual budding anthropologist eager to teach her about the Latin American world she was born into but never knew. Even as her life back in Queens begins to unravel, and every day the clock ticks closer to the abyss of life after graduation. Can she save her family? Can she save herself? What does it mean to be saved? Brash and daring, part campus novel, part hagiography, part pop song, Catalina is unlike any coming-of-age novel you've ever read. And Catalina, bright and tragic, circled by a nimbus of chaotic energy, driven by a wild heart, is a character you will never forget. I really love reading books about Latin American culture, as well as books that involve undocumented immigrants, because that is just a current issue that is very important to be discussing, as well as something I just find very interesting. So I'm very excited for this one. And speaking of which, they had a table there that was basically an anti-ice table, but it was really great because part of it was free, and then the other half, if you bought stuff from it, the proceeds went to help with relief for those affected by what ICE is doing in Minnesota, which is where I moved, Minnesota, so yeah, so I bought something from that table. I thought I wasn't going to be able to show you because I really thought I had lost it. But then I thought last minute, why don't I show you the books my boyfriend got, and realized that it was wedged between the 2 books that my boyfriend bought. I got a little sticker that is very cute because it's my favorite color combo, which is blue and purple. But it also says prosecute ICE, so that's fun. Have no idea where I'm gonna put it, but I wanted to get something to, support the cause. It was pretty cheap. It was like, I don't remember how much it was, honestly. I'm not gonna make a guess because I don't remember. Then the next thing I got was, oh my gosh, when I saw this, let me tell ya, it was a great feeling because it is literally my favorite quote from my favorite character in my favorite show. So, A lot of favorites. Oh, I just realized I got something from two of my favorite my two ultimate favorite shows, New Girl and Friends, because I'll show you what I got related to Friends later, but for now, this is related to New Girl, so that's very fun. Anyway, I love this quote. The reason why I love it so much is, I mean, Nick Miller, you know, his delivery of that line was just perfect, peak comedy, but also I just see it as the moment Nick Miller admits he's dyslexic, which is just, I love it so much because he's a writer in the show as well, so he's a dyslexic writer, which just makes him even more my favorite character because I'm a dyslexic writer. But yeah, the quote is, "I'm not convinced I know how to read. I've just memorized a lot of words." So, here. I bought the bookmark, which, yeah, I'm excited to use it. It's so cute. Anyway, those are the two things I bought that weren't books. So yeah, technically I bought three books from that store and two miscellaneous objects, a sticker and a bookmark, so 5 things. Yes, 5. I can count. Now, you're probably wondering, what is the thing related to Friends that I bought? Well, of course, I bought Matthew Perry's memoir. There was a whole room just for, I don't know if it was just memoir, well, like just like memoirs, biographies, and other related nonfiction books. So I picked up Matthew Perry's because his was on display, and I'm, excited to read that. I filmed a video of me just reading memoirs for a full week, and I didn't get to this one, sadly. I read Becoming by Michelle Obama, My Time to Stand by Gypsy Rose Blanchard, and Finding My Way by Malala, but I sadly didn't get to this one. If you want to see that video, I'll link that in the description. I am hoping to read this at some point in the future. There was a whole bunch of other rooms. There was a whole room just for mysteries and thrillers, which was all decorated very spookily. There were police tape and skeletons and things like that. Then there was a little YA section. I love how YA books are so colorful.
us can control ourselves.
A whole kids room. A fantasy section. Oh, there was a whole romance room, can't forget that. I really love this bookstore, and I'm hoping I can go back there again sometime because, yeah, it was great. The second store we went to, that one wasn't as exciting. I didn't really find anything. There were a few things, but definitely not as big of an inventory. It was mostly older books. But my boyfriend did find a couple reads that he is super excited about, which I'll show you quickly. He got David Attenborough's Adventures of a Young Naturalist. He loves David Attenborough's documentaries, so I got him his other memoir. I forget if it was for his birthday or Christmas. I forget. It was for Christmas, yeah. Was it for Christmas? Yeah, I think I got that for Christmas, but he read that and loved it, so he got this one. And it's showing on there. It was $6.88, and then this one was also $6.88, and I don't know what this one's about. It's called Alter. I actually, funny enough, also picked it up because I was like, ooh, it's got a cool cover. It's bright green, you know, it stuck out. Then he also picked it up and decided to get it, so I don't know what it's about, but he read the back cover and was interested enough to buy it because he doesn't go into books blind like me. So it must have an interesting concept. while I didn't find any regular books, I don't know if you can call them regular books, but while I didn't really find novels, that's the word I'm looking for. Well, I didn't find any novels that I really wanted to get there. I did find this cute little tiny dictionary for English to Spanish and then Spanish to English, and it was $2.11, so I was like, it's not that much, I'll get it. I set it down for 1 second because I wanted to take video footage of some of the books I found there that I've loved in the past. And also just to show you guys what it looked like in there. And I tried to pick it up again and realized I couldn't find where it was at all. And I was searching and searching. I was like, where did I set this tiny book down? And then I looked up and saw my boyfriend was already checking out. And I realized, you know what? You know what he did. He stole it. He stole it and he bought it for me because he's the sweetest. So he got me the tiny little dictionary, which I thought it would be so cute to just have to just stick in my back pocket because it's just this tiny little pocket edition for, you know, finding out definitions of words on the go. I could just use my phone to translate, but what's the fun in that, you know? So cute. Look, it has a little design on the back. So I did break my book buying ban, but I also found some reads that I am so incredibly excited about, and I had a great time browsing these adorable little bookshops, and you know, it was worth it. Now, if I hate all the books, maybe it won't be worth it, but I don't think I will. So it was worth it. Let me know if you've read any of those books. If you liked the video, like the video. If you want to see more, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!